Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Today I want to bring something to your attention. For every Modpack developer out there, you might notice something. This is a custom item from a random mod, but it has a spell engine spell. And this is quite amazing. I will be honest with you. So normally, only custom weapons from the specific mod will have these spells, but you can actually add any spell you want, even the ones from spell books, to custom items. Heck, you could even add it to like a sword if you wanted to. So for example, let's pick up a sword, and let's say I wanted to add a spell to it. Well, first we gotta find the spell, and don't worry, there is a way for that. Basically, you first gotta look through the books or weapons. So let's say I want to go to the Rogue Handbook, and I check out the spells, and I notice that there's a really cool spell called Shadow Step, and I want to add it. Now you can theoretically add it to a dagger. I think it would suit more, but just for education purposes, let's do that. So next thing you gotta do is actually head outside of Minecraft, and for this to work, you actually need a mod called Paxi, or just a data pack, a default data pack. So get the Shadow Step and do /data get entity, and let's do ourselves, and you'll notice that there's the NBT for our Rogue Handbook, and here's the spell ID. Now this green tiny little spell ID is gonna be very important. We'll get to that later. I do have my Modpack file here, and let's go in here, and let's go inside the configurations, and go inside our Paxi, and go inside data packs. By the way, you can do this with any like data loader. It doesn't have to be Paxi, it's just a data pack. So once you go inside your data pack, your namespace is actually going to be really important. So your namespace has to be, if you guys don't know what a namespace is, it's basically this tiny little Minecraft before the two dots. Over here we have spell blades next. So if I wanted to modify something from a custom mod, I'd actually have to write the namespace like this. And to go over here in Minecraft, we're actually gonna create a new file called spell assignments. Next, we need to create a text file, and we name it to the exact item name. If you do this wrong, it's not gonna work. It also has to be a JSON file, so keep that in mind. Now if you go in here, it's going to be empty. Okay, so you're going to want to write something like this. This is the blank form, and basically, remember that spell idea from earlier? You got to add it here. So you got to do Rogue and Shadow Step. So you got to write the spell ID here. You notice I'll use the spell ID from before, and if you want to add more spells, just do this, add another one, stun or something. Yeah, you just continue adding, but I'm only gonna add one. After you write this, you're gonna want to restart your game. This is quite important. If you don't restart your game, if you do just /reload, it's not going to work, from my experience. So restart your game. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so after a quick reload, we do have the spell inside the iron sword. So if we use it, it's gonna be behind it. It's gonna be with the cooldown and everything, and that's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Damn, that's fun. So you can add this to any item you want, even modded ones. If there is like a spell book in your inventory with spells, you don't need to worry about overlapping spells, and you can add multiple spells to your weapons as well, which is really cool. If you want more useful tutorials like this, consider dropping a subscribe. And yeah, voila.